Scientists once declared these 10 creatures vanished forever, yet nature proved them wrong, some hiding in the deepest jungles, others in icy waters. Stay tuned, because the final animal will blow your mind. Coelacanth, a prehistoric fish thought to have vanished with the dinosaurs, resurfaced in 1938, when a specimen was hauled up off South Africa's coast. This living fossil belongs to a lineage that dates back roughly 400 million years, predating even the first amphibians. Scientists were stunned because its distinctive lobed fins and a unique hinge-like skull suggested a creature that should have disappeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction. Yet the coelacanth thrives in dark, deep-water habitats, where its slow metabolism and low-light vision give it an edge. Modern research reveals that its genome holds clues about the transition of vertebrates from water to land. Conservationists now monitor its sparse populations in the Indian Ocean and off Indonesia, fearing overfishing could threaten this irreplaceable window into evolutionary history.
Miraculously, the Lord Howe Island stick insect, once presumed extinct after rats decimated its home in the 1920s, was rediscovered on a remote, rat-free islet in 2001. This colossal insect, sometimes called the tree wedder, can grow over 30 centimeters long, making it one of the world's heaviest insects. Its survival hinged on the tiny sanctuary of Ball's Pyramid, where it evaded predators and found enough foliage to sustain its massive size. Researchers quickly initiated a captive breeding program, successfully raising hundreds of offspring and reintroducing them to predator-free enclosures on the main island. The species comeback underscores how fragile island ecosystems are, yet also how targeted conservation can resurrect a lineage thought lost. Today, the stick insect serves as a charismatic ambassador for invasive species management and the importance of protecting isolated habitats.
Surprisingly, the new Guinea Singing Dog, famed for its melodic howl that resembles a wolf chorus, was believed extinct in the wild for decades, with only captive individuals remaining in zoos. In 2015, researchers documented a small, feral population roaming the remote highlands of Papua New Guinea, confirming that the species persisted despite centuries of hunting and habitat loss. These dogs possess a unique vocal repertoire, using a series of rhythmic howls to communicate across the dense forest canopy. Genetic studies reveal they share a common ancestor with domestic dogs, yet retain distinct physical traits like a compact build and a short, dense coat suited for the humid mountains. Their rediscovery sparked renewed interest in preserving the highland ecosystems that support them, and conservation groups now aim to protect the remaining wild packs from further encroachment.
Against expectations, the Cuban crocodile, once thought extinct after the early 20th century habitat destruction, was found surviving in the swamps of the Zapata Peninsula in the 1940s. This medium-sized predator boasts a sleek, olive-grey body and powerful jaws, uniquely adapted for hunting both fish and terrestrial prey. Its remarkable agility on land surpasses that of many other crocodilian species, allowing it to sprint short distances to capture fleeing animals. Genetic analyses indicate that the Cuban crocodile diverged from its American relatives over 10 million years ago, making it a living relic of ancient lineages. Conservationists now focus on protecting its limited range, as illegal hunting and habitat conversion threaten its survival. Captive breeding programs have been established to bolster numbers and reintroduce individuals into secure, monitored habitats.
Hidden in the windswept cliffs of Bermuda, the Cahow was declared extinct after the 1620s, its haunting calls lost to history. Then, in 1951, a lone fledgling was spotted nesting on a remote ledge, sparking a dramatic rescue effort. This seabird, with its distinctive white head and long, pointed wings, nests in burrows dug into soft soil, a rarity among oceanic birds. Researchers rescued the chick, raised it in captivity, and successfully released it back to its native cliffs, kickstarting a slow but steady population recovery. Ongoing conservation measures include predator control, habitat restoration, and the use of artificial nesting boxes to boost breeding success. Today, the Cahow stands as a symbol of hope, showing that even the most elusive species can rebound with dedicated human intervention.
Resilient, the flightless Takahe of New Zealand was presumed vanished after the late 1800s, when habitat loss and introduced predators decimated its numbers. In 1948, an intrepid ornithologist discovered a solitary individual wandering the alpine grasslands of the South Island, reviving hopes for the species. The Takahe is a robust bird with bright turquoise feathers and a distinctive blue-green beak, adapted to forage for insects and seeds in rugged terrain. Intensive predator-free sanctuary programs have since increased its population from a single survivor to several hundred individuals. Ongoing monitoring utilizes radio tracking to study movement patterns, informing habitat management. The Takahe's resurgence highlights the power of focused conservation actions in restoring species once thought lost forever.
Unexpectedly, the Laotian Rock Rat, a mammal thought extinct for 11 million years, emerged from a limestone cave in central Laos in 2005, baffling paleontologists. Resembling a giant hamster with a spiny back, this nocturnal rodent clings to sheer rock faces, feeding on seeds and insects. Its discovery forced scientists to rewrite parts of the rodent family tree, as DNA analysis placed it in a lineage previously known only from fossil teeth. The species inhabits a narrow ecological niche, making it vulnerable to habitat disturbance and hunting. Conservationists now work with local communities to protect its limestone habitats, promoting sustainable land use and raising awareness of this living fossil's unique status.
Remarkably, the Hawaiian crow, or Alalā, vanished from the wild in the early 2000s, leaving only a handful of individuals in captivity. This glossy black bird, known for its intelligence and complex vocalizations, was once a common sight in lowland Hawaiian forests. A dedicated breeding program rescued the species from total extinction, carefully rearing chicks and reintroducing them to predator-free forest enclosures. Recent releases have shown promising signs of natural foraging and breeding behavior returning. However, the Alalā remains critically endangered, with ongoing threats from avian malaria and invasive predators. Continued monitoring and habitat restoration are essential to ensure this cultural icon regains its rightful place in Hawaii's ecosystems.
Incredibly, the Yangtze giant softshell turtle, once thought extinct after the 1970s, was rediscovered in a remote Chinese lake in 2007, shocking herpetologists worldwide. This massive turtle can exceed a meter in length and possesses a leathery, almost translucent shell that helps it blend into murky river bottoms. Its diet consists mainly of fish and mollusks, which it ambushes with a rapid lung expansion strike. Genetic studies indicate only a few individuals remain, making the species one of the most endangered reptiles on the planet. Conservationists have implemented captive breeding and head-starting programs, aiming to bolster numbers and eventually re-establish wild populations in protected river sections. What a journey through living miracles! Each of these animals reminds us that extinction isn't always final, and that nature holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. If you love discovering the unexpected wonders of our planet, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. New mind-blowing lists every week. Which comeback fascinated you most? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Thanks for watching.